All right, so the bus driver, again, looking over at the school bus over here. Also, what do I talk about? I talk about how they would leave uh, stuff like my grandnephew. I was talking about the little balls that he has, and they will leave it in front of my bedroom door. Right? It's done purposely. It's not, he's not there. Usually, um, you know, during the day, I come out my bedroom, they'll have that ball right in, and it's either it's a green ball, just like that, or which other ones? A purple ball, right? And again, so I know if I go into the kitchen, he's not there at home to say, well, it's him that leaving the ball in front of my bedroom door. All right, so I go kitchen, bathroom, what have you, come up my bedroom. All right, go back into my bedroom. Have to get up to go into the kitchen or what have you. There'll be one of those balls right there in front of my door. But that's what they do. That's what they do. And again, it's a narrative they want to engage in. Like, for example, like I said, how they try to get me to stay over by Pam. And what this is again, they do reverse psychology, right? Reverse psychology. Right, because you see, they understand how to manipulate your mind. Right, these are experts, particularly, and if you are microchip, the suggestive influence that they have over your mind. Right, at times, particularly if you don't study what it is that they're doing, if you're just going on the impulses that they'll do to you or give you, the subliminal suggestions, the coercive persuasiveness in which they engage in the use of ambulance and the police sirens and stuff like that to try to get you to self-isolate, or in my case, try to get me to stay over by Pam, particularly if she's going out during the week. And, when she comes home, she's tired, right? And as I said, the word during the week, again, you hear the car horn, beep, beep. Very low, very low. So yeah. So again, trying to create a very aggressive type of personality within you. Okay? And I talked about this, how they target me. So, what's up? What's going on, bro? I'm good. How you doing? How they would target me. And then will send me some subliminal message about, let's see the monster, like shit like that, right? So I had to laugh because again, it shows you how they try to destroy those of us who, are not Christians, who, choose the truth over the lies. Because they'll constantly mention my unk chain, right? So there'll be times when they target me and they'll stare up, they'll be walking in the street looking at my unk chain. Pam will do it too. They'll get the kids to do it, and in the house, my house where I live, they get other family members to, they'll like stare at my unk chain like, yeah, because I choose, African spirituality over that. So what they will try to do, because you choose African spirituality, is to create havoc, right? Because again, they'll say, well, Christianity is better. Christianity is it's a belief system. It's not better. It's lies. So how could it be better, right? How could it be better? It's lies, right? Christianity caused more damage and more broken families than any other, I should say Christianity and Islam, those religions, right? They cause more damage to family. They destroy family because of their belief system, because people have taken, their mind have been so indoctrinated that they've taken these things as truths, and it's not. It's allegorical. Right? These things are allegorical to teach you life lessons. You use them to teach you life lessons, right? So literally people will destroy their family because a family member don't believe in Christianity. Our family member don't believe in Islam. Not understanding that these things are not meant to be taken literally, right? You're supposed to use it to enhance your life, to make your life better. When you die, you're not going to the heaven in the sky. You're not going to the so-called hell, right? I mean, even in comedic spiritual belief system, right? It's not real. You understand? It's not real. Okay, it is based off of allegories. The representations of what they perceive the afterlife to be, right? Because they understand that when you transition, okay, that weighing of the soul thing, of the heart, what have you, ma'at, the scales of justice, right? It's about, again, it's all belief. That's a belief system, right? But it also involves African spirituality. It also involves the truth, the science, right? They know that there isn't a so-called, underworld like Osiris. So Osiris is the lord of the underworld. That's what they say, right? But what it means is that when you die, right, your energy, right? If you want to call it the soul, they call it what is it? The car, right? So you have the car, you have the bar. These are just energy. They understand nature, energy, right? So your energy doesn't die. Energy never dies. Energy just takes another form. You got to understand the science behind it. That's what they do. They talk about the science behind it. So these are not God. These are just descriptive attributes of life, death, man, woman, nature, right? The animals, And once you start to understand that, you get to see the truth. You get to see the truth. That there, we have certain personality traits in which certain animals have also. It shows you that we come from the same source, right? You know what I'm saying? But this source is not God, as how Christians and how Allah, how the Muslims interpret it, but it is nature, right? It is nature, the creation of the world, right? When you look at us, right? You look at the trees, you look at the animals, you look at the earth, right? You'll see that we all share. We have a symbiotic relationship, just like like a cat. They call a cat feline, right? It's like a woman, right? Some women are quick on their feet, right? They move in a very sensual way. Like when you see a cat walks, and the cat, particularly a feline cat, and they're walking very slow, right? And how they move, right? So when they talk about, when they attribute a woman's nature to that of a cat, that's what they're talking about. They're talking about their certain attributes, right? There are certain attributes with men. That's why they say, well, men are dogs. Why? Why do they say men are dogs? Because a dog will screw any other dog when it's in heat. So with a man, that's a man's nature. All right. So again, what Kemetic spirituality is, again, is an observance of nature, right? And then given those attributes and given a physical representation of those attributes, they're not gods. And that's what they don't understand. So when they see this Ankh chain, which means life, this is a symbol of the man, the woman, and the human reproduction, or the human reproductive organism, right? Meaning that men and women come together, they have sex, they reproduce. They are resurrected, right, in the living flesh by their offspring, right? Your children, your kid, right? You live within him now, though he may have his own personality and his own set of DNA, but he also have half the father's DNA and half the mother's DNA, right? So again, I was talking to my daughter's school vice principal, and I said to her, you talk about having everlasting life, those who believe it in me. If you believe in yourself, you will love the person that look like you, and you will reproduce yourself, right? Though that child has his own distinct personalities, but he also has some of your traits, not just the DNA, but maybe the mannerism, Maybe physical. He or she may look like the mother or the father, or both. They may look like their grandmother, grandfather, what have you. They may act a certain way that reminds you of somebody that you know in your family, right? So again, this is what we talk about. So if you want to have everlasting life, you need to reproduce, have a legacy. And as I reproduce, you hear the sirens, right? Listen, my days of having kids is over. Okay, there you go. But again, they'll do that because they'll let me know that, hey, what they are doing again is to use population control against the black population, right? The gender war between black men and black women is based off of population control and based off of creating a negative outlook on black people and manipulating us and programming us to do it to ourselves, right? And then blame us for what they've done to us. Okay? You need to understand that. Talk to you guys in the next video.